to watch here as the sun gives the women a little bit of a break. It has been a scorching morning's action. We've seen some great sevens rugby. Rasta Vengi in charge, the experienced Rasta, former 1500 metre runner soon, and has an enormous engine.
He never runs out of steam, does he? Chasing the tries, both ends of the pitch from the teams, always with a smile on his face and never seemingly remotely out of breath.
Nope. Okay, we are off and moving in this Pool B game between Russia and Spain in Sao Paulo, and a good early touch there from Garcia. And then losing the handle there was Skivon.
Yeah, not the start that Spain wanted at all. We've seen from them in the past too many mistakes. They're a team that tends to cough the ball up a little bit too often. They really need to make sure they keep their hands on it. Don't make those mistakes against this Russian team, because whilst it's experienced, as you say, there's a lot of pace out there. Kazakova at centre, and then really excited to see what Strakova can do.
Scrum is well set. Nice steady plat for them to launch. Across the park it goes to the flyer. Strakova, she's wrapped up well there by Real. Russia maintaining possession nicely here and skipping in and away and still moving through the defence with a great run is Bistrova. Looming on this near side is Silveska. Won't be needed though, and it is Kukina with the opening try.
Yeah, a little pick and go around the base in the end, wasn't it, for Kukina? But it was Bistrova who probably made it really with her footwork at the end. Twin sister of Bobkova sitting on the bench waiting to come on, but here in the end, a little pick and go. She looks up, the defence moves. Patricia Garcia just moves an inch to the right, trying to guard the pass, and that gives her enough space to creep over the line.
Lashina chasing the extra two. That is a sweet conversion, and Russia our first on the board. They're up 7-0. There is well weighted, just catches a bit of turf inside the field of play and then hops over the touchline, so it'll be a Spanish throw to this line out.
Yeah, Russia won't mind that at all. Ball for Spain, but in their defensive 22 gives them a chance to really put the pressure on.
That's nice sharp work from Spain at the line out. Slipping across the field is Bueso. Linking Martinez, the captain. Just scrappy at the back, but penalty is a call in favour of Spain. Picking up there is Delpan. Delpan releases the runners on the right-hand side, but the passes are forward. So just a little bit of feeling around from Spain as they look to get in the groove.
Yeah, not settled from Spain at all. The first pass out to Patricia Garcia went to floor, and after that it was all downhill because they'd run forward expecting to run onto the ball. That made them all very, very flat, which is why you ended up with the final forward pass. So ball straight back to Russia.
The old low throw. The pass throw to the line out missed the mark, so Spain take it away through Real. Great work at the breakdown though from Russia to steal possession back, and they will take it to the short side. Now the ball is Ledovskaya.
Advantage, 6 offside.
And the advantage coming here for the Russians.
Slow down, sits over there, offside.
Russia, hasn't it? Spain just can't get into this game at the moment.
Very patient. The set piece and now freeing the pass. Here's Kukina, the try scorer. Here we go. Here's Russia dummying and then dotting down the captain, Kazakova. It's all Russia early on here against Spain.
Yeah, very good finish in the end from Kazakova. Zdradikova just outside, but getting a little bit too flat, so she really couldn't make the pass. The defence would have very easily just drifted onto it. So Kazakova then just thinks, fine, I'm going to do it myself. Powers around the outside, as we've seen so often before. Proud moment for her, this, captaining the side in the absence of Kudanova.
Lushina has it on its way and it'll just fall shy of the crossbar, and there is Kazakova in the hunt for top spot ahead of Kamedova, who is a machine for Russia. Spain just needing the passes to stick for a run of play. Martinez is taking play, 40 from her line. Again, Russia pounds to the breakdown and they force it. They actually managed to win themselves the penalty at the breakdown.
Brilliant work at the breakdown from Russia. Spain really stretching Russia. That time got their passes really accurately, but Russia just getting numbers more quickly to the breakdown. Lushina looked to lay it off inside to Bistrova.
Tackle only, tackle only.
Great heads up play there from Spain. It was Real who did the handiwork. Oh, how they love some points before half time. In and away is Buesov. Dropped by her opposite number. Strakova.
Advantage. Over the ruck, driving over the ruck.
Yeah, that time Russia got in around the breakdown, but she came off her feet, so penalty to Spain.
Much better from Spain, and now with a chance to move is Real. Real's going to back herself, and Real's going to take it all the way. They've absorbed so much from Russia, and now in the shadows of half-time, they strike Spain. Real goes in.
Yeah, for the first time, really, Spain managed to string some passes together. Real found herself in a bit of space out wide and had the legs to finish it off.
Garcia to make it just the one try, the difference. It's well struck and it's through the uprights. At half-time, Russia are up by just the 5. It is 12 points to 7, and that is a heck of a face mask. 12 points to 7, rather, is the scoreline. 5 points the margin.
Schubert, fornecedor oficial das bolas do circuito mundial.
El balón blando recibe la ventaja, la velocidad y al final nos pega una hostia. Que no, mandamos el balón a la última para que al final no es este. De penúltimas, entrar ahí, que hay un pisotón, entramos, invertimos teniendo el rack allí. Si estáis cayendo con el rack aquí, nos lo van a marcar todas. Y mucho más lucha. Avanzo, piso sobre el interior y juego. Podemos hacerlo, ¿de acuerdo? Y sobre la defensa. Estamos bien sobre el contrarrack. Hay un momento de la subida y luego en un encuadre jugamos sobre la defensa. Hay que meterse y cagar abajo. Cuando se vais, os vais a hacer una mano aquí, os van a quitar la mano abajo. Subimos, estamos bien planteadas, no hemos dado espacio, pero hay que anticipar sobre el sacante y cuando estemos ya en un encuadre defensivo, abajo. No dudéis, porque si hay una posibilidad de salir, van a ir al interior y las vamos a cazar, ¿vale? 2 cambios. Sale Irene y Teresa. Y entra Casado y Amaya. acuerdo? Casado y Pablo te acompaña ahí.
Chicas, tres. Ale, tías,
Paula Medin, it is with that. How would you describe? She must have be carrying a busted Buddha, I'm guessing.
Presumably it's from a broken nose to translate for those non-Australians out there. Presumably that's what it is. I mean, they must have to be signed off by World Rugby to be able to wear something like that.
It's like something the fan of the opera would wear. Is that Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Maybe it is. It's fascinating, isn't it? The huddles, I thought at half-time. It's Tim Walsh, John Tate earlier, so calm, control. Pavel Baranovsky, Jose Antonio Barrio, it's all gesticulation and noise and so different.
Back underway in the second half of this Pool B game between Russia and Spain, and it is Russia ahead, 12 points to 7. They dominated territory in the first half, Russia, and then just before the break, Spain stunned them.
Just make sure you go in.
Bit of back and forth there.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
This time round, Russia get the feed right. There's good pressure at the back though from Garcia, and now she scoops it up. The ball goes back in field, but the pass is forward.
Patricia Garcia did everything she possibly could then, didn't she? She was hassling at the base of the scrum, just manages to pick up the ball and try and scoop it back into the field of play. I think of all of the mistakes we've seen from Spain today, that's the most forgivable, just trying to get it back in there in front of the team.
Russia clear at this time. They'll try and do it through the boot. That is an awkward looking crossfield kick. It's going to fall to Spain. Oh, they had to go right, was the play there, and now a huge tackle comes in from Shemchuk. That's the play for Spain. If the ball sits up and Real can get on the outside of the debutante, she can't. Terrific tackle from Strokova.
Russia put themselves under a lot of pressure with that kick.
Real, sharp pass. Oh, the old 1-2 for 5 points. Excellent work from Spain, Real. And we are all square.
That's a move straight out of touch rugby, isn't it? They just holding the defender in front of you. Pass outside, pass back in. Just flat. Gets away with it. Real gets a second. Russian defence didn't quite know what to make of it.
That's about as textbook as you can get, isn't it, Sude? Great hands, great vision, and now Spain with a chance to push ahead of Russia. It's hit well, and it's away, unfortunately for Spain. So, scores remain 12 apiece.
12 all, and of course any match between these two teams at the moment so significant. Two teams that will meet up in the Olympic repechage a bit later in the year.
That is a booming tackle from Urbina. She launched and hit the mark. Coming and going this way, and that was Kazakova. She's already got a try in this game. Doing a great job to keep the ball in play. Initially was Bistrova, and eventually Bunkarova was thrown over the touchline. Spain just dominating field position here against the Russians in the second half. They've not ventured, I don't think, into the Spanish half, have Russia?
No, they've changed it up, Spain, as well, haven't they? Bringing players on and off, trying to keep legs fresh. Now, you mentioned Urbina, the big hit she put in. The Spanish coaches have really high hopes for her. Only 18 and putting in big hits like that, it can only get better.
Good line out work too. Delpan. Numbered up well down the short side are Spain, but going back against the defence is Delpan. Happy just to straighten and look to free runners on the open side. That pass looked to be forward. No, it's play on, and now in and away is Echevarria.
Put it down, there we go.
Again at the breakdown, Russia getting the better of Spain.
Down in back play with Delpan. She'll have to push back as racing through is the debutante. And knocking on was Zurakova. Looking forward to seeing her with a ball in hand and a little bit of room to move.
Yeah, she really hasn't had that yet, has she? Russia haven't been able to make much space that way, partly because they're playing really quite flat and not allowing themselves time to get the ball into the wide open spaces. That's what they need to do to get the ball in the hands of the debutante.
If you're just tuning in and haven't had a chance to catch the results from earlier today, England big winners, Canada also, Australia and France all looking good, and well, the big guns, New Zealand, they're up next against the United States of America. Right now though, we are all square. Two very evenly matched teams overall, and we're seeing just why here with 30 seconds to run and nothing separating Spain and Russia in Brazil. Ghosting across the park there was Kina.
That's good.
Spain do a good job of making it scrappy at the back.
That's good.
Just pushing through the ruck, Spain, and looking to cause some headaches, and they do it. They force an error from the Russians, and now they'll have the opportunity to go around about 80 metres to possibly win.
Probably the first time Spain have got the better of Russia at the breakdown, isn't it? It's given them one last chance at the game, but 80 metres they've got to run to get that ball over the try line. They'll definitely want Patricia Garcia to be fit in order to be able to do it. She's a key player for them.
So hot here in Sao Paulo.
Let's go.
It's 28 degrees, but feels like it's about 35 with the humidity. Try throwing 14 minutes of non-stop running on top of that. You are going to sleep well tonight. Still another 2 games to come for each of these teams on day one. Here comes Spain. Can they begin the first day here in Brazil with a win against Russia? Nothing doing to the right, so they rip it back nearest to our cameras here at the Arena Barretti. Shooting the pass out was Urbina. For runners is Urbina. She has been busy since coming on after half-time. Spain with a nice run of long passes. Going to work the edges. That good wrap around. Martinez is there. Great patience, and now dummying and splitting them and going the distance for the win. Casado! Spain steal it after the full-time hooter.
Absolutely brilliant from Spain. We've been quite critical of them in the first half. Passes not accurate, but suddenly they're back and forth across the pitch. The passes were perfect, so accurate. Then in the end, when the gap opens up, they were equal to it, racing down the pitch. Maria Casado, fresh legs having come on, but brilliant play from Spain finally at the end of that match.
Garcia whacks through the extra 2. That is a big win for Spain. They've seen off the challenge of Russia and have opened with a victory. Winners 19 points to 12.
Paulo, São Paulo, Brasil.